What's up, guys? It's Nico here. Today we have a game. Now the game is called Mushroom Oasis, and I haven't really seen much about it. I saw a few screenshots and stuff, and it seems fun. From what I know, it's about your cat going missing, and you meet this guy. But that's all I really know. Now I will say this does have needles, blood, I'm pretty sure flashing lights and glitching screens, but not too sure on the last two, so just a warning ahead. I just want to point out real quick, I think these mushrooms right here, so adorable. I love this, how it makes almost like a little heart. So cute, absolutely adorable. But let's go ahead and play Mushroom Oasis. So, what is my name? Nico. What's my cat's name? We'll put 0. And my cat is, we'll do male. 0 has been missing for a while now. He was an indoor cat but had a tendency of a wildcat on a mission, trying to leave whenever the door was open. Catios and playtime just wasn't enough for the little mister. I figured he'd come running if I left out some food by the porch. 3 days later, still no cat. I tried everything I could think of, asking around the neighborhood, putting up missing cat posters. Sadly, nothing came from my efforts. I couldn't search for him during the day since I had work keeping me occupied. And there were still so many hours in the evening I could yell around the streets looking for him. There was only one place left that I could think of that he might have ran off to. The woods by my house, right across the street. I've definitely caught him eyeing the birds and squirrels that ran along the perimeters from the front window, his teeth clicking in excitement. I was no outdoorsy person by any means. In fact, I thought of going in there scares me. But I had to find him, or at least try. The first weekend came around and I packed up some water, 0's favorite treats, and a compass to be safe. I wasn't sure where to even begin looking for him, so I started walking in a straight line, calling out his name every few steps. Silence. It certainly didn't take long for me to realize I was in way over my head. Oh, this is pretty. I like the artwork. Why did I think this was a good idea? It was hard to find my bearings within the surrounding trees. I didn't want to admit I was lost, at least not yet. I could only squint down at my compass as the needle spun slowly. Pretty sure they weren't made to do that. Did I really bring a busted compass on my first venture out in these woods? Figured that would just be my luck. The only thing risking my own safety was my own incompetence. I shook my head hastily. No. No time for negativity. 0 was out there somewhere, cold and lost and hungry. I had to keep going. It's been hours. I'm so lost. I don't even know why I kept searching after the moment I realized that. Why did I think this was a good idea? Hunger had been gnawing at my stomach for a while now, having missed breakfast and lunch altogether. The heat and humidity from the afternoon sun was unbearable, but it was cooling air did nothing to soothe me. Even if I were to head home, I couldn't even pinpoint where that was. What do people even do in this situation? I knew there was a baseless optimism, but walking onwards was really the only thing I could think of to do. Surely I'll come across something familiar. I trudged on, my shoes carefully avoiding the tree roots intertwined across the forest floor. But my weakened state, plus the approaching darkness, I found myself stumbling through the rough terrain. My feet hit something soft, jutting out of the ground. Ack! My hand shot out as I lost balance. My feet clumsily tried to find purchase as I wobbled backwards, arms flapping. Poof! Cough. What? My shoe had landed smack dab in a circle of mushrooms, the brunt of it causing a wispy cloud to erupt from the cluster. I stuck my nose in my elbow to avoid breathing it in. I couldn't differentiate one leaf tree from the other for the life of me, but I'm pretty sure humans aren't supposed to inhale whatever the hell this was. It smelled strongly of rotten wood and wet dirt, even as it cleared. Something shiny quickly caught my attention. I stooped down to pick it up, gasping under my breath. It was Zero's collar. Oh, that's a cute collar. Covered in what the hell the mushrooms released. I looked around desperately for any signs of him. Zero? Zero? Psst, 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 psst. I coughed from inhaling some of the remaining dust floating in the air. I should really steer clear from this. Pocketing Zero's collar, I retreated carefully until I could breathe again. Stepping back, I could still smell it. It must have stuck in my hair and my clothing. A quick once-over confirmed my suspicion with the lightest slight cringe. A thin yet generous coating of it covered my sleeves and jeans. I leaned against a tree, dusting off my clothes in a naive attempt to get the dust and smell out, to no avail. If anything, it felt like I'm breathing more of it in. What used to be musty now turned sweet, and I found myself inhaling even deeper, trying to pinpoint the smell. Cucumbers? It smelled like fresh cucumbers. A tingly feeling crept up my hands and neck, pinpoints spread across my limbs as a strange heat reached my face. I started to feel drunk and woozy. My senses were numb. It should freak me out, and yet a strange comfort washed over me. I should lie down. Right now, in fact. My legs gave out from underneath me, my body toppling over at an awkward angle. I laid there and started and stared and stared and stared. It was nice here. A peaceful calm. The perfect place for a nap, even. My eyes grew heavy as I swam in and out of consciousness. Yeah, a nap sounds really good right about now. Oh, I wonder who this is. Probably the guy we're gonna meet. Sorry this happened to you, little one. I think it is. By the will of the forest, may you rest in peace. Oh, are we dead? Wait. A human? How'd you end up all the way out here? Still breathing, too. Ah, jeez, I can't leave you here. What should I do? I woke up with a jolt. Ooh, looks like we're in someone's cabin, house. Wonder who it is. It was warm, but comfortably so. I could feel the weight of the blanket on me as I tried to sit up. I couldn't move my body. My fingers twitched uselessly at my sides as my eyes darted around in panic. Glancing about, I could see the interior of the cabin, or at least the ceiling of one. I couldn't see much past the corner of my eyes. Where was I? How did I get here? A desperate feeling rose in my chest. I had to leave. Right now. This was wrong. I wasn't meant to be here. I could hear from the crackling of the fire nearby, likely the source of the warmth I had felt on waking up. I could also hear footsteps approaching. Ooh, okay. I'm going to pretend to be asleep because I don't know. I shut my eyes quickly, hoping they hadn't noticed. I slowed down my breathing, willing my face muscles to stay still. From beside me, someone chuckled softly. I already know you're awake, Firefly. Oh, I like that nickname. It's kind of cute. Come on now. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, and I think that's the little mushroom boy. I really like the coloring on him. And I think he's wearing a mushroom cap. That's a cute detail. I really, really like that. I fluttered my eyelids, straining to look at the person approaching. My eyes widened as I took in their appearance, a perfumes from their forehead catching my attention. Not to mention the green skin. The stranger didn't even sense my unease as they heaved a sigh of relief. You're awake. Very good. That's good. Very, very good. How are you feeling? I blinked. Oh, sorry. I forgot about that. Here. The person held a cup to my lips, a strong, sweet smell coming from the room. A gentle hand grabbed my chin to open my mouth. I couldn't even move to resist. Don't worry, it'll help you feel better. I promise. Drink up. As the liquid hit my tongue, all I could feel was a vague sense of heat. As I kept drinking, taste and texture returned, the sweetness of the berries, the caramel coating my taste buds. I could even detect a hint of mint. I lifted my head finally, hands fisting my sides as I propped myself onto my elbows. The person kept a steady hand on my chin, careful not to pour in too much in case I choked. I finished every last drop, wiping my mouth with the back of my hand. I stirred my fingers, realizing I had full autonomy over my body again. Oh, good as new. Now, how are you feeling? Real quick, loving his clothing, so cute, loving that over jacket or over sweater, whatever you want to call it, and love his little horns. Do you see those? They're so cute, and they match his little beret mushroom hat too. So adorable. But better. Thank you. The stranger laughed. Oh, I like the way you sound. Been ages since I talked to anyone, much less a voice as nice as yours. I brushed off the strange compliment, finally looking around the cabin properly. It was a simple room, filled with sparse but decorated wooden furniture, fit for someone living alone. An open archway that led right into what I assumed was the kitchen. Next to it, a door was closed shut, possibly the bathroom. Taking it in, there was a common theme of knitted decorations sewn about. Any available surface had a patterned knitted tablecloth covering it. An unfinished project laid out beside the bedside table, where I sat, a pair of knitting needles just out of the pile of yarn from the small basket. That's cute. As far as I could tell, it looked like the beginning of a green scarf. The stranger was comfortable and staying silent, observing me as I glanced around. Oh, is he taking off his hat? Oh, yes. They tossed their hat onto the bed, scruffing their hair, making it even messier. I really, really love the art style of this game. I think it fits it so well. And I absolutely love his hair. So perfect for him. Totally fits his vibe, may I say. Let me save this part real quick. Okay. With their hat off, their unique features were impossible to ignore. Sorry, but what are you? Oh, I didn't introduce myself, did I? Hiya, I'm Michael. I'm going to pronounce that Michael. I believe it's Michael with a Y. I shook my head. No, I meant that. Michael stared at me, their left ear twitching. You look very, he snorted. Ugly, off-putting. No, just different. Different, huh? You're just being nice. Well, then explain yourself. I mean, that's kind of rude, isn't it? I paused for a moment before pinching my nose bridge, exhaling slowly. I'm just sorry. It's been a long day, that's all. I should be thanking you. If it helps, it's a skin condition. Isn't that what you humans call them? The way they said it didn't sound confident. And the ears? Genetics? Right. And I assumed I waved vaguely at their horns. Antenna. Those things are just cosplay to complete the look? Would that make a convincing argument? I squinted. Maybe. Then yeah, it's cosplay. Still doesn't explain everything. Oh, he has a blue tongue. That's different. Kind of fits him though. Michael huffed a nervous laugh. Listen, I'm just a guy living by himself in the woods. You don't need to worry yourself further than that, okay? Something in his tone compelled you not to answer his insistence anymore. He's just some guy living in the woods. Completely normal. Right. Completely normal. I'm Nico. Michael beamed. Nice to meet you, Nico. I fiddled with the blankets as Michael scooted closer from the edge of the bed. I know I already asked, but how are you feeling? Any aches, sores, nausea? Intrusive thoughts, weird impulses, fever maybe? I don't think so. He placed a hand on my forehead before I could react. His hands were clasped, quickly retracting as he gave a thoughtful hum. You seem to be lucid. That's a good sign. Great? He hummed absolutely. His twitching ear reminded me of a perturbed cat. Cat. My cat. Oh, shoot. Sorry if this is out of nowhere, but have you seen a cat around these parts? His name's Zero. He's a sweet little thing, about this big, skittish, but he can approach danger if he needs to. I pulled out of my phone to show a picture of him, only to find it missing from my back pocket. Wait, where is it? I haven't. Huh? Your cat. I haven't seen it. Oh, I see. I slumped against the pillows, rubbing my temples. He lost his collar, too. Even if anyone finds him, they wouldn't be able to tell where he's from. Damn it. Michael stayed quiet, watching me from his side of the bed. You came all the way out here for a cat? Huh? Of course. To the point that you're willing to run yourself ragged in this deep forest. For a cat. Do you realize how far you've wandered away from the nearest town? I found you near unconscious in an area nobody stepped foot in for years. For a cat. He sounded like he was holding himself back from giving me a stern lecture, as if in disbelief I had such little regard to my own survival. My cheeks grow heated at how stupid, reckless that sounds. I mean, he's not just a cat, he's my family. I know it's stupid for even trying, but I had to. Oh, sorry. Michael eased out, shoulders tensed as he looked at me from underneath their unruly bangs. Family, huh? He finally tipped his head at me with a smile. You're willing to wander this far for such a small critter? I met my fair share of lost campers, hunters, a few runaway teens or two, but someone looking for their pet. You're kind of weird, aren't you? I sputtered, much to his amusement. Speak for yourself, who cosplays in the middle of the woods. Michael laughed, a deep, hard one resonating from his chest. Fair. I think I'm starting to like you, Nico. Likewise. His smile widened, but something was off. He was showing too much teeth. It felt like he hadn't talked to someone in a real long time and forgot how to smile at the right amount. I rubbed my neck trying to think of something else to say. Can I ask how did I get here? Oh, like I said, I found you in the woods, not far from here. Oh geez, really? I knew I was tired, but I couldn't have possibly. I did step in something important. Familiar pinpricks crept up on my skin. Home. I need to go home. Michael stiffened as he grabbed my shoulder. Never mind that. You've fallen unconscious from, heat stroke. Heat stroke? No. That wasn't what happened. I was fine up until Michael shook his head, instantly leaning closer. No, Firefly. You weren't fine at all. If I hadn't found you when I did, well, who knows what could have happened. You could have got injured or attacked by a wild animal. There's danger in these woods, you know. No, he was right. You have been so foolish. How did you think you could do this on your own? Searching for your cat in the middle of the woods. And to go in without bringing any water? Passing out from heat stroke of all things? How could you have been so stupid? I shook my head, brain too foggy to pick apart my thoughts. He sounded confident, so why should you doubt him? Well, if it means anything, I'm glad you were there. Michael relaxed, his hand on his lap once more. He grinned at me. So am I, Nico. I'm definitely glad I found you. And I'm going to leave it out by the cliffhanger. We are going to leave it there. I will post a part 2 later, either the rest of the way through the game or another portion through the game. I do want to comment on a few things. Love the artwork. I think the artwork and the graphics worked very well for this type of game. It gave a very fantasy vibe, but also it was very calming and peaceful. I really liked the colors they used, and I really liked the character of Michael. He's just his whole vibe is very calming, and I really liked it. If you agree with me, go ahead, leave a comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.